couple of products we're going to talk about today is they got the Odie's dark butter, wood butter, and the Odie's oil. Kind of show you what the difference looks like here. These pine grain or pine end grain cutting boards drink this stuff up pretty good, so it gives you a really good idea of what it's going to actually look like. Now the Odie's oil will kind of start to congeal. You got to really stir it up good if you want to get the most out of it. I didn't do this the first time I ever used it a long time ago, and I went through way more than I should have. May even help to just let the jar sit out in the sun for a little bit, but really about that much right there should do pretty much this entire side of the board. With it being end grain, like I said, it'll use a lot of it very quickly. I don't know if you can see that really good there. There's a nice high gloss to it. Once it soaks in really good and you wipe it down, it won't be such a reflective sheen. It gives it a very natural look. On this next one here, this is the dark butter. I actually prefer to use this stuff on a lot of these because it really makes the grain pop. This stuff is a lot harder consistency, obviously. It's not as hard as the Odie's wax, but this stuff right here, I just take a little bit of this and just kind of smear it on here with your fingers and just work that in to the grain. I haven't tried it on one of these yet. I might regret it. I might not. I haven't put Odie's on anything yet that I've regretted. So far, I don't see much of the difference between this and the oil. But that also could be because this is a very white, bright grained wood. So we'll just work that in here. Normally we want to let this stuff sit for, I want to say 45 minutes and then buff this stuff off. Just to give you kind of an idea of the difference, if any at all, between these two right there. I don't personally see any difference on this one. On a walnut table I did. However, there was a huge difference. It actually made that table look a lot better. The standard wood butter, which is just like the dark butter, just a lighter color, it doesn't tint the wood as much. Again, just work that in there. What I like to do with this is use friction. You know, have you ever given somebody an Indian burn when you were a kid? Just get on here and just rub that until it starts to get hot. The hotter it gets, the more viscous it becomes, and the better it'll absorb. You're going to need to do 2 coats on a board like this, because it is end grain and it is going to drink a lot of that up. If you were to just do a standard base of a board like this hickory here, 1 coat would be enough. So I'll wipe this off here real quick. Let you compare the two: wood butter, dark butter, and the oil. Now the one I didn't cover on this one was the Odie's wax. It's basically the wood butter here in a harder form. Allows you to friction polish it. It's supposed to actually sit for about 90 minutes, I believe. And then you can take a dual action sander with a buffing pad and actually get a pretty nice shine out of it. So, hope you enjoyed the video and this was somewhat informative. Thanks.